Previously on Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Here we are. Slippery, muddy road. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa! I literally slid. I did a sideways slide there. Too fast, too quick. Sideways slide. You idiot. Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. We're still, well, we're so close, I think, the navigation-wise. We're so close to completing the Balkans. I think the last place we need to go to is here. And I think I'm just going to drive there, I think. This is the answer. We're just going to drive. Simple as that. 2 hours and 3 minutes. We're just going to put the pedal to the metal and we're going to go for it. Or pedal to the metal or pedal to the metal. I never really understood that one, actually. One of the two, anyway. So we're going to put the pedal down anyway and we're going to go for it. So we're just going to drive. This is it. This is the time. We're going to take this for the lap. Wow, where is that? That was awesome, that loading screen there. We're just going to go for it. We are just going to... let's see, what's a good picture there, wasn't there? Quite like that from behind. Let's press the F3 button and get rid of all that. Yeah, it's quite nice, actually, for a little bit from the truck from that direction. Same with that one. Anyway, we're just going to go for it. We're just going to get this last place out of the way. Try not to drive through the bushes while we go. I think we've got plenty of fuel. So, if you look down the bottom right-hand corner, we have our GPS, and that basically tells us the speed we're going, which is 19 kilometers an hour. Automatic 5, A5, which is the gear we're in, followed by the truck and the amount of damage to the truck, and that's it's low. I think I did a bit of damage last week, though. I think I crashed into something. I can't remember what, though. Followed by the fuel, which is that little fuel gauge there, and this light's about to change. So we can't go that way. And then we've got the bed, which slowly goes blue. It's already got a little blue in the bottom there. I can't believe that. It didn't even take long for it to do that. Anyway, it goes blue, then finally goes red when we're fatigued, or I like to think of it as your legal driving time. Followed by the envelope, which is really, really underused. It should be used for, as I say, covert missions of some sort. You sleep somewhere, you wake up, and the email is pinging saying you've got opportunity to take rubber duckies to I don't know, Romania or something like that. Anyway, whatever it is, it really needs to be done like that, but it doesn't. So it only really gets used at the beginning of the game. It teaches you how to buy a truck, what you need to do with the truck, sort of how you use the bank, and where the heavy transport is if you've got that DLC, which is very cheap, by the way. So definitely recommend that. The heavy transport one is a really good addition to the game, and it kind of negates that new game that's come out, this heavy transport game that's come out. I can't understand why you'd want that when you can do it in this, which is so much more fun. Anyway, then we've got the time, which is 11:09 a.m. and I'm swerving all over the road there, so I was looking at the time instead of looking at the road. I'm going a bit fast, that's why. We're going nice and fast. We've got a proper speed on here. Then we've got the below that we've got the waypoint flag, which tells us we're 125 kilometers away, and we're going to be 1 hour and 40 minutes getting there, just after 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Well, just about 1 p.m. in the afternoon, roughly. So anyway, that's the rundown. We're currently not taking any load at the moment, so it's all just truck man and machine in harmony, making our way down the road. That's what we are, man and machine making our way down the road in harmony. Actually, to be fair though, look at the road. It's beautiful. All of the trees and things. It's really nice. It's very pretty. It looks like we're coming to a junction here. I don't know if it's a stop junction or... Oh no, it's a roundabout. It's roundabout. Down the GPS. You should look in the GPS. Oh, look, there's a bit of traffic here. That's the traffic density coming into play. Just a little bit. Look at him whizzing round there. That guy. Look at him. He's speeding round. He's driving a Lada Riva like it's never been driven before. He's a machine, that man. He's a monster. He's going for it full tilt. Very good. Yeah, excellent stuff. Anyway, where else are we doing? So, how's your week been? Have you had a busy week? Have you been doing anything interesting? I've had quite a nice week, actually, to be honest with you. I had to go pay some insurance today, as well as having a chat with somebody, and I had to go sort of go pay the household insurance. And it always goes upwards, doesn't it? It always goes up. It always sneaks up, And there's no excuse for it's lots and lots of reasons. Apparently, though, there's been an awful lot of crashes recently and a lot more claims when it comes to cars. Funnily enough, isn't that interesting? In the UK, there's been a lot because I was having a good long chat because I don't get it directly from an insurance company. I get it from a broker who basically go find me the best insurance, and I pay a small fee for that privilege. So yeah, I know you're paying the broker, I know, but it's a friend. So you go, sometimes you go with the friend, don't you? As long as it doesn't seem too unreasonable, it's all good. But anyway, so I was looking at it, and they were saying this year though that the reason why insurance is going to go up, or this is the excuse that it's going to go up this year, is that there's been an awful lot more claims recently since COVID in 2020. The following year, with the sort of mass inflation in most countries, particularly high in the United Kingdom, it's become a. I'm just doing press F3 here because look at that in the background. I quite like that. I just want to show that. Looks really nice. There's been an increase though in the number of people's claims and things like that. Apparently. Got no reason not to trust them, to be honest with you. They've always been very fair and upright with me, so I'm going to guess that is the case, that there have been a lot more claims. Not an excuse to charge more, there's just been a lot more people claiming on their insurance. Oh. There's like a little sign there that's like an L shape, look at it. An upside down L shape. Not sure what it says. I don't know if it says words or whether it's just pictures. That's kind of cool, though. Kind of cool. I'm pleased to be scoring off this last one now, though. I do think it was time we did this and we scored it all off. Definitely up for the train simulator at some point, but a bit like Hatman, I think in the conversations, he's been saying he's been waiting for it to reduce in cost. To me too. I'm waiting for that Steam sale where it's £4.50 or a couple of or $6 or whatever else it is, something like that. That's what I'm waiting for. I can't help it. I'm too cheap. Far too cheap to buy a train simulator for anymore. And the problem is, I know that trains are really, really popular. That's the thing. That's why that is like it is. A friend of mine was just out of interest. This is a little side. A friend of mine also has this game, and he hasn't played it quite as much as me. And he was playing the American Truck Simulator. I should have saved this for the American Truck Simulator. But anyway, he's playing the American Truck Simulator, and he'd done sort of 300 miles in the whole thing, and couldn't work out how the cruise control worked, and had crashed a few times and sped and was doing with too much speeding and things like that. And I thought, you know what? That's very much how I started at the beginning of this all before getting sort of better at being less of an idiot on the road, so it made me laugh. But and the thing is that he doesn't realise is that, of course, the cruise control nowadays is adaptive, so it basically reduces your speed as you come up on somebody. And I think it's turned on my American Truck Simulator. Does that look like a sewer to you or something like that? It's weird. Anyway, yeah, so it's adaptive, so it reduces speed when the vehicles in front of you reduce as well. It's quite. Do you know something? I don't know about you. I'm not very keen on adaptive cruise control. I was talking to somebody else the other day about this, and he and I think that a speed limiter is better than cruise control, because at least with a speed limiter you can control your speed up to the speed that you've set the limiter to. So if the speed limit for the road is say I don't know 89 on here, like 90 kilometers an hour, we can go up to 90 kilometers an hour, but we can decelerate as well. So you can take your foot off the accelerator, or you can put your you can put your foot on the accelerator to the 90 miles to the 90 kilometers an hour, and then it'll just that'll be it. It'll just bob along at 90 like as if you were got cruise control. And I like it better like that because you can control it. Whereas some other people's like, well, why don't you just put the cruise control on? And of course with adaptive, of course it will slow down and speed up. But I don't know. I've tried it. I've got it in my own car. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I don't turn it on very often. I disable adaptive cruise control quite regularly because I just find the control like that not as good as it should be. Anybody else find that? Anybody else find that with adaptive control? This is the thing with all cars. This is what happens with cars. More modern cars. We get more and more tools and things like that. It's interesting to watch people who pass their driving tests sort of nowadays over people who passed the test in the past. I use mirrors. I know how to use my mirrors. I know how to use the rear view mirror. I know how to use side mirrors. And I use side mirrors a lot because I used to drive a van, so you learn how to use side mirrors as a way to do it. Nowadays they expect cameras, and they look at cameras as well as the mirrors. Well, to be fair, I think they look at the cameras more than they look at the mirrors. And although I don't object to it, and I've got a camera in my car, I don't use it as much as I use anything else. I really don't. There we go, discovered them all. And it's a golden one as well, which means that very few people have actually done all of the Baltic before, which is kind of cool. I like that. I'm going to pull off here, and we're going to look at that, there's a horse in the middle of the town. We're going to re-establish what we want to do. So we're going to pop into this service station here, and we're going to see what we're going to do. So I'm just going to slide in here, and no, we're not going to sleep, but we're going to have a look for a little job to do around here. See if we can find something that starts taking us. I'll tell you where we want to be. Let's press the M for the map to get rid of this first off. We want to get rid of that. Where we want to be when he zooms out and out and out and out and out and out is because we've done it all up there. Look, it's all done, and so's here pretty much. And there's a few over here that I haven't done. Which one's in? Is that one that's in? Is that in Germany? Yeah, I don't think I've done all of Germany, but and I haven't done all of Poland either. Actually, Poland probably needs to be done. But yeah, we need to kind of head sort of downwards. But we need to be in here because this is what's coming next. This is Greece down here, isn't it? Or is it here? Can't remember. It's one of these two sides is Greece. I'm really apologetic here now. I don't know which is which. I think it's here. I think this is it. So that's coming next. So we really need to start heading back down again this direction to sort of either into Italy or into I don't know the country. What's the country? Don't tell you without doing it. That's Turkey over here. Belgrade, these are Serbia and places like that, isn't it? So we need to head back down again, that kind of direction, and effectively and get us out of the Balkans and over here. Let us have a little look at what we can do. So let's see if we can find a freight job. I think takes us out of here. So we have finished it all off. That's brilliant. Where was it anyway? I was suggesting. Yeah, it's down here, whatever this is. What does it say down there? Can't see it. It's underneath there. Albania. It's Albania. How can I forget about Albania? Place where 50% of all cars are stolen, apparently. Yeah, Albania. That's where we're going to. So, yeah, it must be here. Must be this chunk here. It would make sense that this is chunk here and not this chunk here, but I might be completely wrong. Anyway, so we want to head down that direction anyway to either Albania or Turkey, or Bulgaria or northern Macedonia. This is southern Macedonia. There's Kosovo there. Yeah, we need to head that direction anyway. So there's a few missing though. Look at that. There's a few places we're missing around here. We'll have to look at the tickets, the achievements for it at some point. Right, what have we got? What have we got? That's one that takes us down Latvia. How long's that? 5 hours. Where's that one? Takes us into Finland. I'm kind of tempted to go towards Finland. Only because it's a short journey for a start off and we've already been driving for a little bit. There's a ferry cost in here. It's 12k. It's a urgent delivery. It's pallets. It's got 7 hours before it disappears. It's got to be in by the evening. And it's in Finland. I rather enjoyed driving in Finland. It's very pretty. Little crossing there. Drive through there to Helsinki and then to this place here. Yeah, I think we do that one. I know it's not very exciting and probably not the longest drive you were hoping for, but we've already done a little bit of driving. So just to get us here, let's get out of here. Let's get out of this parking lot. Not parking lot. It's a sugar. They're very keen going around here, aren't they? They don't have to go at speed. They fly around these places. Look at that. Right, I'm going to go this way and be good. 7 kilometres away down the bottom right hand corner there. Only 7 kilometres. Oh, look at that car. It's an old Mercedes. I bet they run forever, don't they? I bet that's the case. Yep, that's the case. And across here. And across here. Lovely. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh, look at this. A bit of diastopic stuff again. Oh, wow. Right, okay, we're doing the F3 here now because there's loads of stuff going on here. Look, there's this. Look at this old collapsed building here. Back in the 90s? This is quite war torn. Was it not? Was it here war torn? No, here wasn't war torn. Wrong place. I'm thinking of Albania and places down. Oh my god. Crashed. Onto the back of the truck. Yeah, he's rear-ended him. Saw a video the other day of a lady in a car. She just turned across her into a McLaren. She should have given way, but she didn't. She just drove straight into him. I was like, wow. And that's not a cheap car, a McLaren. That's a lot of money. And to be fair, the poor McLaren was just bleeding to death on the road. Thankfully, everybody involved in the crash were unscathed, thankfully, but yeah, it was a bit of a is this paper? Estonian paper, is it? Estonian paper. Sounds brilliant. But that's our truck right in front of us there. Our trailer. Yeah, nobody was hurt, but it was a bad crash actually. A bad crash. Right, that's the one. Let's take that job. Where are we? It says we're around that way. Well, so we're not quite where I thought we were. Got my disco ball. Disco Dan. I love the thing about this game is I love driving through it because the amount of detail and effort that people went to make this game as good as it is, it's just amazing. You know, from the logs over there to the rusty cylinders there. It's really cool. It really is. You got to give them a lot of credit for this. Anyway, right, back of the truck we have that fifth wheel, which is that horseshoe shaped thing there, and we have to put that into the pin underneath there. Now we have advanced coupling turned on, which means I have to hit the two things together perfectly, and that's how we like it. We like to, and I always turn the wrong way first, by the way. You have to push the two things together, put it into the pin. We have to get them absolutely spot on, otherwise it's not done. Now this is a suggestion from Mark Middleton. Very much. Oh God, it'll be 100 episodes ago, maybe longer. And Mark suggested this, and he was right to suggest it because it's really good. Now, what's the problem here? Can you see the problem? I can see the problem. We need to reduce the height of my truck. Is that the right one? Is it square bracket I need? Is it that one? Can I see a square bracket on my keyboard? Where's the square brackets? I can't see right now. I feel blind. There's a way to reduce the height of this. What is it? I've done something. I can't remember what it is. I'm sure it's square bracket. Pretty convinced it was. Right. Escape key. Gotta remember the controls. I hate this when you forget what the controls are. Options, isn't it? And it's keys and buttons. I'm sure it's square bracket to reduce the size. I might not be. Axle drop. Lift and drop axle. U. Is it U I want? Suspension up, front and rear. Rear suspension down, reset suspension. There we go. I want to do that. It's comma and full stop. I knew it was close. I was close. Comma and full stop. So, right, okay. So, we basically need to adjust this downwards. That's normal size. There we go. Reduce that down. As low as I can get it, so we can slide under it. So basically, it's just down a slope, a little slope. But it's far enough down the slope that I couldn't reverse in. I can now. We are all good. Let's press the Y button and we'll watch the legs go up. The legs are rising. Where are they rising? I can't see them. It's winding up somewhere. Right, let's return the suspension to normal size. Let's see it lifting there. Beautiful. And there's me in the truck. Look, you can see my stunning silhouette. My manly good looks. Look at that chiseled jaw on the bottom there. Anyway, right, let's get going. Stop saying silly things. Let's get out of here. Let's get this truck out of here. Yeah, as one shepherd said to the other shepherd, let's get the flock out of here. There we go. A bit of loaded weapon for you, or lethal weapon, should I say? Loaded weapon was the skip version, wasn't it? It was the funny version. No, the original version was, of course, Mel Gibson and what was his name? The other guy? Oh, his character was called Murtaugh. I remember that, Officer Murtaugh. Now, you know the hilarious thing about that is Mel Gibson and I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue. Right, Mel Gibson and the time when they were talking about this, when he says to everybody that he's too old for this shit. This is a movie from whatever day it was in the 80s, wasn't it? I must watch that actually. It's coming up to Christmas time, so it's a Christmas movie. Yeah, Officer Riggs and Officer Murtaugh. And when he says that he's getting too old for it, he's getting ready for retirement. You know he's 40 at the time. Nobody's too old for this shit at 40. Honestly, we're not. And only, rethinking that back in the day, of course, when I was a younger man watching it, I was like, oh yeah, it's definitely an old man. But now watching it, and I'm older than him, I think to myself, bloody hell, it must have been a rough life in the 80s. It must be terrible. It must be dreadful. I'm just swerving out in front of this car, looking in the mirrors. No, suggested to me by Bobster, by the way, doing the left and right with the mirrors. It's always much more fun. The more you do with the game, the more interaction you've got, the more sort of doing the axles and looking in the mirrors and sort of moving your head appropriately, the better the game is. By the way, the more you do, the less you let it automate things. The more you do, the better it gets. If only I had the right. I do. Yeah, I've said this before though. I bought this driving, steering wheel and set a while ago, and never really got around to driving it. I don't think it's good enough though. I think it's more arcadey in it. As a result, I kind of put myself off it. Does that make sense? You buy these things. Wasn't hugely expensive. You feel like you should spend more money on a better product, but I never can justify these things. I don't, and I'm not a sort of snob for these things. I don't mind if I have my keyboard has completely died, by the way. So if we decide to go outside the truck, I can't turn off the bits and pieces. So anyway, but yes, I'm not a snob for these kind of things. I don't like spending great deals, sums of money. I love games and I love playing games, but I don't like spending great sums of money. So I'm a bit of a hard sell realistically when it comes to stuff like that. I do know a lad who bought sort of £1,000 worth of steering wheel, and I tried it. And I'll be honest, it's awesome, but I'm wanting to play Euro Truck Simulator with it. He's wanting to play World Rally Championship, and there is a significant difference playing World Rally Championship over playing a Euro Truck Simulator on it. But it's one of those with proper force feedback and all the things that go with it, and it's dreadfully impressive. I just, as I say, can't really justify it. Plus, How would you know I was playing it? Because most of the time I'm just an invisible voice behind a microphone to you guys, and then I'd have to set up sort of cameras and record both ways, you know, and stick myself in the bottom corner, do that whole green screeny thing, which I wouldn't mind doing, you know. I wouldn't mind doing that, because you could see me when I was absolutely in hysterics at my own jokes, which is very helpful because nobody else laughs at them. But you know, you could see me from that. But I don't know. I have got a webcam that's capable of doing that, but yeah, again, I'm too cheap. It's a really cheap sort of blooming webcam. I'd be surprised if I could actually do any overlays or anything clever with it. So I've done some videos. You've seen those before. I've done quite a few little videos and things like that. So I mean, it's not impossible that I could do something else again. I do fancy. I'm going too slow. I do fancy at some point. You know. Accelerating would be a good idea. I don't know. I do fancy doing something some point, maybe like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Here we go. Just getting a bit of speed up now. 7 hours and 7 minutes. But remember, most of that's going to be on the water, so we get a little sleep in between here. 90 kilometers an hour. We're absolutely flying through. Can't believe this keyboard's run out of juice. No wonder it wasn't letting me do anything earlier. I was probably hitting the right buttons after all. No, it wasn't. But if I was hitting the right buttons, it ran out of juice, unfortunately. Wow. Love this game. Whoa. Oh, hello. Traffic lights. 6 hours and 52 minutes. Graphics are brilliant on this. Right, little drinky. Oh, something fizzy for a change. Something fizzy and cold. Lovely. Oh, one of my drivers has lost 3,396. Bottom down right in the bottom right hand corner. I'm not sure what that says. Tall in, maybe? It's kind of cool. Maybe probably couldn't find a job, which is the reason why they've lost money. I think, though, once you get to 24 million euros, you know, the growth doesn't need to be so quick on the game. Must be a rapid way to make more money on the game. Anybody know? Anybody know there's a more rapid way of doing it? Somebody was watching the other day. I can't remember his name. Put it in the comments. Decided to make the game more realistic. And after doing almost 20 runs, they still haven't got enough money to afford to buy a truck of their own. The second-hand market being their only chance. They were sort of making they had like 5,000 or 6,000 in the bank. They're next to nothing. It was more realistic economics of the game. And I know sometimes I complain about that, but at the same time, once you get to a certain point, it's not a bad thing at all. So there we go. But yeah, you do get a little bit sidetracked by the economics of it. So once you get to 24 million, if I want something, I just buy it now in the game. It makes it very easy just to buy what you want, instead of actually working hard for it. Telephone number is 0123 456 789. I somehow feel that may not be a real number. Right, okay, 45. A lot of traffic lights here. I love those balconies on there, though. Look at that. I'm doing my little look around now. A lot of flat roofs and a lot of flats. Not many sloped roofs. I'm sure we've had this conversation. I've had this conversation before with Hatman. And he suggests that flat roofs are better than flat roofs are better than the pitched roof. The one that sort of bends downwards. I can't really work it out personally. I think he has insider knowledge in this kind of thing, but. Okay, around we go. Into the centre. There we are, we're in the centre. Looking at the mirror on the left there. Oh, wow. Wow, that's a really nice looking park there with some bronze statue of some sort. Bronze statuette. We're going to drive into this place called... Oh, it is Tallinn. That was what it was. Tallinn. Look, we're in there. We're actually in the place, Tallinn. That's kind of cool. I wasn't sure whether or not it was a real place or not, but it is. It's a real place. Oh, look, trams. Like a bit of tram action as well. They can be affected by traffic density, sorry, as well. Traffic diversity. Yes, there's more bicycles on the road than there has ever been. Bicycles, trikes, people on stabilisers, three-wheeler cars, small cars, big cars, different coloured cars. It's diversity. I'll make myself laugh and cough at the same time, did me? Yeah. Anyway, density. Yes, density. You get more trams basically as well, part of the density thing. Yeah. Here we go. Got the boat coming up. Look. Waking up. Let's see. It's a slightly pitched roof on the top of that flat structure. You know, on the top of there. It just seems to. It seems to come and go. In my own house, I've got a pitched roof and I've got a few flat roofs. And I've had to have the few flat roofs felted and relined, whereas the main roofs, to be fair, I've had to have them done as well. Let's be honest. I was going to say that I've had the other ones done more frequently. I haven't. Oh, hang on. There's a deal going on here. There's a dodgy van there. Look, so this just doesn't look good. There's a van here, and these two gentlemen here. We need to call the police. There's something going on. Anyway, right, let's get on to Polaris lines. Watched a video the other day about a man who lives in Siberia, and the average temperature in centigrade is minus 70, and in Fahrenheit that's minus 94. And I was like, how the heck do you manage that? You know, how do you survive in that? But he spends all day just sort of collecting timber. He's an older gentleman who's decided he didn't like the local village, so he goes out every day and collects logs every single day. And they asked him what happens if he doesn't collect the logs every single day. He says his moustache freezes, which probably does happen. Let's be honest. You know, moustache is definitely going to freeze if you do that. I'm going to go in Bay 5. Look, I'm going to Bay 5. Bed is half blue. Go through this bit here, past the Euro goodies, and then in here. There's some men just chatting away there. And then in we go, up to the... Boom. Push that button. Yes, Helsinki, please. To be fair, we're alright here, because once we've done this, we've had sleep. That's just kind of... We'll be back and sort of feeling better, I think, time-wise. Yeah, the bed's gone to sleep a little bit, so we've got a little bit of time off the bed. You see the bed's still got blue on it, but that's actually different. I haven't seen that before. Normally it just goes completely off, but obviously we've rested for a bit, so we're okay that way. Disengage that handbrake on the dashboard, which I can't do because the power's gone off my blooming keyboard. Let's put some power back into it. Ah, there we go. Space bar. There we are. Disengage that handbrake. Right, okay. Let's go. Now we can actually... To be fair, means I can do this again. And we can have a look at the truck emerging from the boat. Look at that. That's a good picture. It has emerged. We have arrived at our destination. We are here. We're emerging. Stop with all the rubbish now. Right, okay, F3, which way are we going? Oh, it's along one of these ones. It's up, down, round, and whatever else it is. There's cars queued up here. There they are, queued up to go. Nobody in any of them. This is the one with the little WC, yeah, down there. That's it. Remember this one? You come up, down, and round on yourself on it. When it was last time I think it was here as a night. Oh, look at the island. Just several islands just majestically there. I looked this up, by the way. I've gone the wrong way. I looked this up, by the way. You can buy islands in Sweden and Finland and Denmark. You can actually buy them. And now you're going to say to me, but then they're going to be expensive. These islands, they're not. They're less expensive than you think they are. I guess the inaccessibility makes them cheaper. They're usually islands with houses on, and the land that goes with it. And the last one I looked at kind of puts the housing market in the UK to shame. It was 450,000, which on the scale of things for your own island sounds like reasonable money to me. So yeah, you get your own island, 450,000, and you know, certain times of the year I think you can walk to the mainland because it freezes over. So there is some. Right, I'm hoping one of you guys will let me. Oh my God, they're not going to do that. Can I try not to hit you? There, am I through without hitting you? I think I am. Look, I think I'm through without hitting him. For a change. Yeah, I'm through without hitting them for a change. Yes. And then we're going round here. Probably... Oh, tram lines. Yes. Just don't be where the trams are. We've got 250-ish kilometres to go. 3 hours and 53 minutes. We're driving into the evening. The night sky is with us. Tram lines beside us. 50 kilometres. It's weird, isn't it? The rise of the motor car, the rise of the motor vehicle, saw the end in many places of the end of the tram. They still exist in some cities in the UK, and obviously you've got the underground as well in London and places like Glasgow. It's got an underground of its own. But yeah, it saw the death. I'm just looking left and right of it. The death of these things, the tram and whatever else is. But environmentally, and not that I'm a big environmentalist in any shape or form. I'd rather call myself a realist. But in a realist's point of view, if you returned the trams to the street and they ran through the streets, there would be a good. I think there would be a better use, but they have to run regularly. This is the thing. It's not like buses as well. By the way, tram. If you've ever been on a tram, it's more like a train. It's a smoother ride. It's more comfortable. It's a very much just stops where it needs to go. It doesn't stop start in traffic. It doesn't affect the flow of traffic. It would take you to where you need to be. I think that there would almost be a call for it. I think if you crisscrossed my very small city with them, again, like it used to have back in the past, I think genuinely it would become quite a popular service because it would take you crisscrossing across the city in where your stops are literally stops, not because of anything else. Obviously, you've got to avoid smashing into cars, but I think they genuinely trams have the right of way with these kind of things, and that is so cool. I'm sorry I missed that, but that is so cool. Look at that beautiful tram there. Can we see it? Can we get close to it? Look at this. Look at that. That is so cool. I don't know which way I'm going though now, unfortunately. I'm going this way. Oh. He's on stop there, look. That's S for stop. We're gonna get a picture of him flying away. Look at that. Oh, it's almost that's a very cool picture. Can I get a better one? Is that a better one? Slightly better. Look at that. Man versus tram. Oh, it's very cool. Man versus tram. I'm gonna go here because I think I should. Is the answer to that? I think I should go. That is an excellent picture. I'm quite pleased with that. Man versus tram. Okay, 3 hours and 46 minutes to our destination. Yeah, we're going a little bit over this way to that side of the road. Using the space. Always thankful for the space. I mentioned everybody this week who usually watches, the most people who watches. If you're new to the channel and you want me to say your name, say my name. Say it out loud. If you're new to the channel and you want me to say hi, please put it in the comments and I'll do my best. Because I'm rubbish at remembering, unfortunately. I do read every comment. I'm just a bit slow with responding to them. That's a very cool looking facility. Yeah, I can be a bit slow with responding. I do apologise for that. Not the quickest with those kind of things. I was about to have a drink there, but we'll continue on. And we'll go round here. And off we go, down the road. Hopefully we'll now get a bit of a run at things. Wow. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. With the sun setting as well, it's damn near perfect. Can you imagine that as you drive home? Wow. What I like about the idea of these truck games is that, you know, we set up the back of the truck and there's all the accessories in there and we've got a little bed. You know, it's like taking your own caravan, isn't it, across Europe? I mean, it's not very big, but it's your own little space, isn't it? You can live in it for a bit and sort of do something different as you go across. I think it's probably as boring though, unfortunately, as I have to say about my job sometimes. It's like people go, "Oh, you went there to a lovely city," and you go, "Yes, I visited some industrial estates," and they go, "You what? You know, you didn't go around the local castle or whatever." No, I wasn't being paid to do that. I was being paid to go to an industrial estate and do something. So yeah, there is a little bit of that runs through my head. I guess it's not quite as glamorous, especially being cooped up in a small space. Must be bad news if you're a truck driver with a baked bean fetish or something similar. You know, you eat a lot of baked beans. I'm not sure it's a fetish if you eat a lot of baked beans. Really good, but I can imagine it's a bit windy inside the cab. Doesn't have to be baked beans, I suppose, but that's the one thing I thought of when I was thinking about wind. I always heard the bizarre rumour when I was a kid. This is hilarious. I like this. I always heard that Heinz, to reduce the after effects, the extra gas, irradiated the cans, so they zapped it with radiation to reduce the intensity of one's gaseous emissions. But I don't think that's the case. I really don't. I can't imagine that they were there at Heinz going, "I tell you what, let's make these less gaseous by blasting them with radiation." It's one of these things you hear when you're a kid, by the way. Blasting them with radiation. Plus, if we'd all been blasted with radiation, clearly we'd all be the Incredible Hulk by now, or Spider-Man, one of the two, wouldn't we? So yeah, blasted by radioactive substances. I don't think that's the case ever, though. I genuinely don't think they've done that. Here we go. Just making it, oh, love it. Glorious. The rays of the sun coming through the dash. Oh, what a great game. Fantastic game. I say this every time though about it. I think it's one of my favourite. So it's proper chilled out, you know. Even when I'm smashing things, still chilled out. The helicopter thing the other week was really cool, wasn't it? It was a great episode. I loved that. Couldn't push past the helicopter, surprisingly. But at least we know the hitbox is massive on them. Drinking from a can and tipping your head back and driving is not a good thing. It should come with straws, but we're not allowed those. Because apparently straws alone are environmentally damaging the entire planet. That and plastic lids, because they've now got twisty bits on them, so they twist around and they can't come off. Which I, by the way, think is a bit of a disability nightmare, because I think that if you have got a disability and you're trying to take these lids off, which are now attached, I think that the am I just going slower here? Yes, I am, just because of the. Oh, do you know what that is? I think that's the adaptive cruise control. Sort of fitting its way into the game without me telling it again. It must have been one of the updates that's put it back on by default. That is such a cool view though. Look at that. Sorry, Tesla. Anyway, yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so I genuinely think that they're a problem, because I think if you've got devices to remove caps, which many people who've got disabilities do have specific things, and I'm talking about this from a world of experience from you know, my own children, or own child having working with having a disability, plus his children around him are disabled, so we know a lot about this. I think that there is almost a call for them not to change the caps back, because I don't think that caps are the cause of sea pollution, for a start off, and second off, I do think it makes it more difficult to remove it and pour the bottle once that cap is sort of semi-attached to the side. And if you struggle already with your ability to manipulate things, it's a very serious conversation. This, by the way, doesn't normally happen for Euro Truck Simulator 2, but you can see where I'm coming from, can't you? Because if that heaviness of that cap rolls round to the point where you're pouring it, and say you need two hands to pour because of your disability, I think you've now got a cause for the fact that those caps aren't actually a sensible solution. And I think that whoever designed it, whoever thought this was a good idea, is a moron. Because I also don't believe that. I believe that most people who take the cap off thing don't throw the cap away separately into the rivers and the lakes and the seas. I think they put them into their recycling like every other person, or the bin that's close by. And yeah, I really don't believe that those caps are the end of the world. It's a bit like straws, so they were the same as well. I don't believe for 1 second that worldwide straws. I would like to see the stats now. Would you like to see the stats? I'd like to see the stats now of plastic straws taking over the world and flooding all of our rivers and causing beaver dams to explode or something like that. I'd like to see those stats. Show me the stats where the reduction in straws has been a reduction in plastic that has been dumped into the oceans. I can guarantee it's made very little difference, if any. And it isn't quantifiable, and that's my issue with it. Somebody's got some stats. I'd love to see it, though, wouldn't you? Love to see it. I'm open to this. If anybody has any stats, feel free. Somebody came here for environmental issues, which is unlikely because we were talking about driving dirty gate trucks that eat diesel. But if you were, I'd quite like to see those stats. In fact, I might go find those stats. When I was looking up electric trucks and other things, I actually went and found the stats. I actually read the stats. I read the specs, and was very much confused about how they were viable as vehicles. And I think the lack of electrified trucks that I've seen within my own country sort of explains a lot. The reduction in sales of electrical vehicles has reduced significantly since there's no longer so many subsidies from the government, so they're not leasing them anymore. I think there is a I don't know. I'm not suggesting they're going back to diesel or fossil fuels, by the way. No way, shape, or form. I'm just suggesting that they're... Whoa. What's happened? Ah. What's happened? My game's crashed. I can't break it. I can't stop it. Ah. What's going on? What the hell happened there? What happened? The sound all disappeared. What? Did I crash into something? What the? Oh my god! Is this the keyboard not charging properly? Oh my god, that was terrifying! Did you see that? What happened? Lost all control. I couldn't use the controller anymore. Did you also notice the music disappeared as well? That's very scary. Whoa, there's a truck coming up the outside of me, like full throttle. Yeah, okay, I can see you. Wow. Another car coming up full throttle. Behave. What happened? What happened? I don't know what happened there, peoples. I'll put the lights back on the truck. I don't know what happened. Lost 100% power. Oh, it shouldn't have been in this lane. Oh, I'm okay. We're moving on. We're still 31 kilometres away. I'm terrified that's going to happen again. That was total... I mean, the controller was still on, but there was nothing happening. And then I moved the mouse, and all of a sudden it was okay again. And I don't know what. Ooh. I did notice a stutter earlier in the game. I don't know what that was about. It's not a major update for it that I've missed, is there? This is scary. It just lost control, but the music went as well, didn't it? Did you notice the music went? When we rewatch this, the music disappears as well. It's like a whole section of music going away. Wow. Might even have damaged the load here. There's no other cars, thankfully. Let's get out of here. I was really enjoying that drive and having a good old natter about environmental issues. Yeah, significant less electric vehicles being purchased by people. So much so that places like, or companies like Volvo have ditched their original plan to go electric by 2030. Only electric by 2030. It's just gone. That plan is just gone. Wow. Okay, very slowly overtaking there. And there won't be a manufacturer who's now changed their thoughts on this, and not for any bad reason, just for the fact that obviously they're expensive to make. I was talking to that Sure, it was really interesting. When the early days of electric vehicles, they had one that was effectively put in for repair. It had been struck in an accident. Somebody's driving at the side of me. That one. Thanks. That's what we need. Just go with the everything else that's gone on this episode. I'm going to push you out of the way because I really don't care at this point. Oh, Jesus. I felt that. I was ripping chunks out of them. Oh, now we've got hazards on the dashboard. Oh, my God. Eye for indicator, temperature, cruise control, distance, fuel-wise, fuel consumption. Yeah, I can't see what the fault is, but there is definitely a fault there. There's a yellow triangle on there. We're ripping chunks out of this truck now. But yeah, they said that they had one customer's vehicle because they needed parts, electrical parts. It'd taken a year, sat in a garage for a year to actually be repaired. That's a long time for your car to be sitting there. And I'm sure they got a rental during that time, but that's a year. That's a long time. That is a long time. Oh, that was good. Let's get going. We are still 17 kilometres away. It might as well be a lifetime away considering the amount of damage. The bed's almost gone red now as well. We have had a major outage of some sort, which I still can't understand what happened there. Total loss of control from my controller. And there's a helicopter! With a lady driving it. Lady driving a DAF with a helicopter in an orange DAF. She's got the XG, hasn't she? Yes, she has got the XG. Look, there you go, see it. XG going past. Beautiful. With a helicopter. Red helicopter. I haven't taken a helicopter in ages. I think I've only taken about two in the one or two, haven't I? Taken a lot of them. I do like a helicopter, though. The power in this truck, by the way, has died. I have very little power now. I'm very unhappy. We've done a lot of damage here. We're going to have a look at this, the repairs in a bit. There's a spec part we can go and have a look at in a second. But still 12 kilometres away. It's a long bloody 12 kilometres, this. It's a long 12 kilometres. Look at him. Got any faster? Just greedy. He's got all the speed. I've got none of it. Go, go, go. Here we go. Ooh. Yeah, it's not happy. Look at the speed in there. I'm really struggling to get up to 50 kilometres an hour now. Ah, look, we've got somewhere to stay close by as well, though. Oh, bloody hell, another red light. I'm absolutely hating these red lights. Come on, stop being red. Driving home the other night, though, proper ethereal. All the mist on the road, just so... I mean, but it was so thick that even with full beams on and fog lamps, right, I couldn't see more than 20 or 25 metres max. Not very far at all. It was very, very close. I noticed everybody going very slowly. I have to be honest, I did too. It was that kind of, you know, I really don't want to run into anything in the night. You could barely see the road. It was unreal. It really was. It was stunning, but unreal. Being like being in Silent Hill or something like that. Oh my God, come on. My cough's getting better, by the way, if it's any consolation. It's definitely improving. I can't believe. I don't know what happened, though. Just total lack of control, though. Smashing into everything. It's horrible. And costly for me as the owner of the truck. Oh, you can sod on. Oh, okay. Don't do that, then. That wasn't very good. Again, slow takeoff. 22 tons of pallets. Should be okay on this. This was 420 brake horse. Should be doable for 420 brake horse. This should not be struggling in any major way. Yeah, there we go. Round the corner. Oh, more bloody traffic lights. Come on, stay green. They've stayed green. Here we go, around this one. Oh, now for Romeo. And some cranes over there. Oh, sugar. I can feel it pulling. I don't know what's going on, but this thing is not happy anymore. There's a bit of trailer pull there. I can feel it. Feel it slipping. There's a car there. I knew there would be. There's one there and all. All right, I'll go then. You just stay there. The music dropped off there as well. It went weird. Very strange. Slow speed. Just so slow. Properly broken it. Broken this truck beyond... Well, not beyond repair, but broken it. I don't even know what happened there. Somebody review that and tell me what happened. From my point of view, I couldn't get the controller to move. My controller wouldn't do anything. Absolutely nothing. It just realised the light off that's reflecting in the light on there. That's so cool. Yeah, I no idea what happened there, people. Really no idea. Let's do the serious parking. Let's confirm that. It's there. Okay, let's use the space. But yeah, lost all power on the controller, and then no way to do anything. I think it might be plugging in the power for my keyboard, but I don't know because it's still working. It's still, the keyboard's still on. See, that's me pushing the F3 button. Oh no, not very good. Whatever happened though. Right, and pull this way. Using the space, I'm going to go a little bit this way because I can still see it in the review mirror. There, right, okay. So we're going to try and get to that space there. I've pulled through, used as much space as possible, so it makes it a little easier for me. I'm going to be not quite offside in this, but I am still going to be the wrong direction for it, but not badly. I should be able to measure it by where the corner of this is here. So this should, in theory, if I turn it a bit more, boom, 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 boom. We'll just drop it back in here, and then we'll go forward in a second. So it's not going to be perfect first time, but there we go, bang into that. But we're using the space. We're always using the space. Perfect. Okay, here we go. This will be it now. This will be our final turn. Final turn. And a little bit straighter. Perfect. Yep. Use the space. Press the Y button. Wind up down the legs. Legs have been left. Result still excellent. I can't believe that. Even though I smashed the living daylights out of it, it was still fine. That's bizarre beyond belief. Let's continue. Let's have a look at where's the truck thing? Is it services? It's vehicle diagnostics. Let's have a look at this. Jeez. We've got normal wear. We've got 5% damage with the chassis. It's going to recommend a full repair of all these things and still leave it 3%. Look at this though. We've damaged the chassis. We've damaged the cab. The wheels are all right. But luckily we haven't damaged the engine and the transmission too much. But I tell you what, look at the cost. $6,000 worth of cost. That's ridiculous. Right. Okay, let's have a little look then at navigation. Find ourselves on the world map where we're going to go. Get ourselves parked up for the night. Let's go here, which is just round the corner. So we'll go there. Yeah, it's just round the corner. Let's do that. Okay. Let's go for it. Poor old truck. Got smashed to pieces there. Still a bit sluggish. The transmission. It's better than it was. Still a little sluggish. All good. Let's get out of here. Swinging out and speeding a little bit. I deserve a bit of speeding after that trauma. Very traumatic. The bed's almost red as well. We're not far away from a red bed. Been a naughty boy this episode, but not in my own making this time round. As I say, complete loss of control in the controller. And I'm sure the sound effects stopped as well. Did you notice that? I'm sure the music just stopped all of a sudden. So I think there was more to that than the meets the eye. It's a transformer. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Waiting for the traffic lights. Oh, is this nighttime traffic lights we've got right now? Yes, we do. These are basically... This is take your life into your own hands time. Yep, take your life into your own hands time. I'm going to go straight on here. Yeah, nighttime lights, you see, they just flash like that. Saying that they're... I'm just going to do this because... Sugar. Who caught me? No, you guys stay there. Yeah, they go to that. To be fair, I've seen this happen before where you get traffic lights to go off at certain times. To do it in the UK, you get part-time signals. And sometimes they're very successful. They certainly are in my city. At certain times of the day, the lights just go back to normal. It's perfectly reasonable. Everybody's happy with it. Oh, look at this dodgy little place. It's a little... Oh, look at that. We know it's... You know it's going to be quality. There's a chemical toilet, an old porta potty right there. There's... Oh, my God. Vending machine. That's clearly what we've got to eat. Oh, is it a restaurant as well? It's a little greasy spoon as well. We're all good. We're oh, there's our adult magazines as well, just in the inside there. So we're set for the night. We're all good. We don't need to go anywhere. Or is it a vending machine again? It's a vending machine, a little facility there. Yeah, we're all good for the night in here. Let's get down the bottom so we can get properly murdered. What's down here? Look at this dodgy looking place. Little huts over here. They're doing something as well. Little lights on. Yes. We're going to swing around. And we're going to get ourselves parked for the night in here. No murder will go on in here. I'm sure of it. There's floodlights. We're okay. We'll park ourselves in the middle. And see whether or not by morning we've got any friends who've come to join us. Some special friends. Let's see. Getting some rest. And... Is there anybody else in here by morning? Nah, just that dirty old van up there. So we're probably off to the vending machine now at 8:44 in the morning to get ourselves some hand sanitizer, a packet of crisps, and a nudie magazine. That's probably what we need for the remaining journey. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Generic Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye now.